What's up, fight fans? This is Ivory Boxing Nation. So this video is to compare Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. All right. So everybody is trying to compare those two boxers based on the common opponent that they had, Dominic Brazil, just because Deontay Wilder took 2 minutes and whatever second to put Dominic Brazil to sleep, and then Anthony Joshua took 7 rounds. So that's it. Dominic, what is his name? Deontay Wilder is a better opponent. Is the best. That's not how boxing works, and that's not how real life works. Okay, we can say the same for Molina. We can say the same for other opponent that they had in common, where AJ knocked them out faster. So everything is about the opportunity that you have. So Dominic is not that skillful and is not that resistant. Okay, I'm not talking about chinny, because there's a slight difference between having a chin and being resistant, even if people think it's the same thing, right? Brazil is not that resistant. It doesn't have the gas. It doesn't have the stamina and the same chin as Joshua. That's number one. Number two, Joshua is a very intelligent boxer. So Joshua is going to watch Deontay from the beginning to the end. He's not gonna give him any opportunity to land that right hand. And the number one thing that makes me know that it's not gonna be the same type of fight is because Deontay, before he launches his right hand, he makes everybody in the world knowing that this right hand is coming. You will see him preparing this right hand, and that's what he did with Brazil. He doesn't know how to put a jab, so he put his left hand on Brazil, like he laid down his left hand on Brazil, and then come with the right hand punch. So that's too easy. I mean, you're not gonna freaking doing that with Joshua. Are you crazy? That's number one. And number two, can Deontay protect himself? Because Joshua has power. And when we talk about power, please do not think, I know Deontay has power. We can't deny that. The guy has power, no problem about it. But when power is the only skill that you have, it shines on you. Everybody sees that because that's the only thing you have on you. When you have multi-talent like Joshua has, you can see his power shining. You see more of his footwork, you see more of his body, you see more of his uppercut, you see more of anything that he has in his pocket. Then his power can also be there because he uses it at the end. But you see more the style of boxing, right? But he has freaking power, man. This guy has power. And no one says that. I mean, no one knows what's gonna happen and how he's gonna use that power with Deontay. Maybe he's gonna knock him out like the first, second, or whatever. We don't know. And before that fight happens, we cannot really know what's gonna happen. That's number one. And both boxers says that. Only biased fans say whatever they want to say, but before the fight happens, nobody knows what's really gonna happen. All right, because the way you behave on your fight, on one fight, is different on the way you can behave on another fight. And that's happened a lot with people that have rematch and stuff like that. So you can beat me and I can beat you up after. So things like that happen, right? And about who's ducking, come on, Wilder fans, come on. Deontay is clearly ducking the guy. Because it's true that you were calling him, he wasn't responding, but he was responding with offers. When you were talking too much, he just put on the paper, hey, I have 12.5 million for you, come and fight. You say, no, you don't want it. You say, okay, 15. You didn't come. Now, 80 or I don't know, 80 million for two fight back to back. So 100 million plus 20 million to fight Brazil. You still refused that. So you clearly ducking because the guy was proposing. The only thing that you did was when he said, okay, see, if you think that the fight is 100 million, so give me 50 million and then we're gonna talk. Then you give 50 million, you propose 50 million without the proof of fund, because somebody who never did 2 million at that time, you were doing like some $100,000, and all of a sudden you have 50 million. You say, okay, give me proof of fund, because what the heck is that? What is behind that? And there was like some channels closed behind that, and he couldn't accept it. And you gave him 24 hours for that. That means you didn't want the fight. You just want people to know that you were willing to fight, but you really didn't want it. Because if you wanted to fight, you would have fought long time ago. And your last purse was $10 million, still less than the first $12.5 million that he gave you. Come on, you're ducking. All right. And as I said in my first video, we're not enemies. Okay. Deontay is a brother. Okay, he's making his business. I'm gonna go buy one of his t-shirts. I think it's called Till This Day. I think that's the brand. He has his brand coming up. I'm gonna help his brother making his business. So if brother is making his business, we have to be supportive. He is a very impressive boxer. We're not saying no, but I still think that Anthony Joshua can beat him, like back to back anytime. I'm confident in my guy. All right. So there is no animosity, nothing like that. It's just that we think that he's not the right boxer for Anthony Joshua, and they need to make sure that this fight happens, because Anthony Joshua has 4 belts. You only have 1, so you only have 20% of the entire peso. So you only have 1 belt. The guy has 4 belts. So how come you didn't take with all that time, 10 years, you didn't fight anybody who has a belt except Severn? So you should have fought champions. I know people say you fought big guys and whatever, but you didn't fight champions, because if you did fight champions, you would have more belts. Okay, so you didn't fight champions. All right. So those are facts. Okay, and one thing about people in America, I come from Africa, so I can see those two things. You guys are cool. You guys are great. I'm here in this country. It's fine. But you guys love what is flashy. What is flashy? The people that talk much. No, that's not like that. Life is not like that. And that's happened when we were in school. People like talking too much, but when the grade comes, no, that was a different story, right? So analyze better, go with facts and all that. So if he was fighting no bums guys, he will have more belts, and he doesn't. The other guys have more belts, so he's not. All right, he's a bum fighter. He now starting fighting people, but at his 42nd fight fighting Dominic Brazil, that a damn shame, man. He should have fought Joshua. And if he really, really wanted the fight, people say, oh, I can fight Joshua for nothing, just to get a belt. But even for 100 million, you refuse, man. I don't know what you want. All right. And when you talk about the 50-50, or when you talk about what Joshua makes, you want to know what he makes before you fight with him. Man, you're not making the same money than Brazil or than the other guys that you fight. You're making more, and they're not trying to know what you make. They just make the deal with you just to have your 1 belt. Now you want 3 belts, you want 4 belts, and you want to know what the other guy makes? Come on, you don't want to fight. All right? That's facts. Thank you.